Good morning. Thank you for joining us for the 2020 Virtual ECS Student Project Showcase. We will begin momentarily with a very special address from Dean Susan Barua and President Virjee. We are looking forward to a great day.
Good morning. Welcome everyone to the annual College of Engineering and Computer Science Student Project Showcase. Today is a day of celebration in spite of the challenges we have been experiencing during the last few weeks. Today, we celebrate our students, their accomplishments, hard work, resilience, commitment, and dedication to move forward and continue to work as a team in spite of the physical distance and to get themselves ready for this day. And to all the students who are with us today, I want to let you know how so very proud we are of you. And to our faculty members who moved their entire instruction to the virtual mode within a day's notice, thank you. They stepped up and continued to provide the guidance and the supervision they needed to provide to our students to get the students ready again for today. And our staff members, in spite of the new normal, they are continuing to provide the support and assistance our students and faculty members need to do their job and to continue with the virtual instruction and virtual learning. I do want to thank a few individuals. First, to our corporate partners, thank you for your continued support for our college and the opportunity you are providing to our students through the real world project-based experience so they can be ready with the skills they need to enter into the workforce. I want to thank the development team headed by Mike Carr, our Senior Director of Development, and Nicole Bailey, Director of Development. Our technical staff, Veram Chisek, who have been working with us for the past week or so to provide all the technical assistance that we needed for launching this event. And the Dean's Office staff, Eileen Yuhiko and Nancy Hernandez. So thanks everyone. We are honored to have our President Virjee with us, his opening remarks. After his opening remarks, the corporate partners projects will be continuing to stay in this webinar mode so they can make their presentations, but you will be getting more instructions from Nicole. With that, President Virjee, take it away.
Well, good morning, everyone. What an honor it is to be here virtually to celebrate the culmination of this student's work. I mean, it's an honor, really. Look at my shirt. I'm actually wearing my computer science and engineering shirt. Can you see it? There it is. Over the past weeks and months, as 8 of our colleges have transitioned to 40,000 students to virtual teaching and learning, our College of Engineering and Computer Science, I think, has stood tall. It's a leader not only in innovation and ingenuity, but also in resilience and tenacity. I don't want to underplay that many of you, including many of our faculty and staff and our corporate sponsors, have done all this through some sorrow and some heartaches, through some hard times. But we don't celebrate today in spite of those who are suffering, but we do so to honor those that are suffering in some way, to kind of try to alleviate that suffering just a little bit through the joy and the hope of our students' projects and that joy and hope that they bring to each other and to the world. For me personally, and given the situation we find ourselves in, I am so proud to join virtually with this group of students whose research and work, I think, quite literally saves lives. It saves my life. You might think I'm kidding, but that's not an exaggeration. And I'll share an anecdote to back up that claim. A few years ago, during one of my many visits to the College of Engineering and Computer Science, an engineering student from one of our famous Baja racing teams offered me a challenge, something. He said, you could have a chance to drive the single-seated, all-terrain vehicle down a really steep hill at our university house. So I did what any rational, even-keeled president of a major university would do. I immediately said, you bet. Unfortunately, a risk management attorney caught wind of this little plan and he nixed it. Apparently, a 59-year-old president roaring down the university property in an off-road vehicle, one-seater built by engineering students is somehow considered an insurance liability. I don't get it. But that, my friends, is why I prefer engineers over attorneys anytime. And I'm not kidding. I can say that because I'm an attorney, albeit a recovering one. Now, I would have been an engineer if I could, but there was just one small problem. I'm not as smart as all of you guys. But the point is, regardless of what the insurance carrier says or the risk management attorney says or what Julie says, I trust that car. And more importantly, I trust our ECS students and their ingenuity and their work. And I trust them with my life. I know I'm going to have to in the future. I've said it before, but it bears repeating, given what we're going through right now. More than ever, our lives are in the hands of our ECS students. Today, for sure, but I'm talking about the future, when we get back to our regular lives, whatever that is, that new normal. Maybe not literally in their hands, but when you consider that automation and robotics and artificial intelligence and machine learning are all predicted to take half the jobs in Orange County, when you consider that 2/3 of the STEM jobs out of Orange County require a bachelor's or a graduate degree, and when you consider that 3 out of the top 10 growing occupations in Orange County are for civil, mechanical, and industrial engineering, then you begin to understand that our businesses, our future, and in many ways our lives, and how we spend them and how we live them are going to be dependent on our ECS students and the projects that are being showcased today. Anyone who doubts that assertion need to look no further than the corporate partners that we have involved today in our senior design curriculum. Talk about the future. These companies have been the foundation of our future in Orange County for decades. Edwards Lifesciences, Disney, Bristol Industries. And if you're not talking about these heavyweights of industry, how about the projects themselves that we're going to be looking at? From self-playing guitars, God, I love that. Robotic birds to water purification systems and beach cleaners. These projects and our students are not only saving lives, they're saving the planet. And while making that, all the time, making that much more fun to live in the world. I mean, as I said, who doesn't need a self-playing acoustic guitar in their life? I know I do. All of this backs a claim that I say everywhere I go in Orange County, and that is, I'll take a Titan. I'll take a Titan anytime over a Bruin or a Trojan or an Anteater. No offense to them, but Cal State Fullerton, pretty awesome. First and foremost, folks say I'll take a Titan because our students are tenacious. They've showed incredible resilience. Nearly 60% of our students are first gen. Nearly half are Pell eligible. More than half are from underrepresented communities. So many work multiple jobs, care for their families, have 3 or 4 different things that they're involved in at any one time. So already in the best of times, our students they're grinding like nobody else. But now in the face of even further adversity, they're pulling something like we're witnessing today, doing their senior design projects virtually. And to be clear, students, what we're witnessing in your research today, I think it's the future of tomorrow. So I know I'm kind of standing between your opportunity to unveil your projects in the future. So I want to finish with this. I want to finish with some thanks. Thanks to our amazing, incredible Dean Barua, and the College Leadership Council, and all the faculty and staff of ECS during these past few months. You have done amazing things. You always do amazing things, but you have just been incredible as we move through this pandemic. I also want to thank our incredible students for taking their lead and continuing to persevere during this difficult time. Keep at it, persist, you can do this. And I also want to thank our corporate partners who believe in us and who support us, and to support our students most especially. And you make this all possible. And finally, I want to ask for a little forgiveness because while I want to be here for this whole thing, and I want to stay this whole time because I really want to see all these projects, partway into the Zoom, I'm going to disappear into the ether somewhere because guess what? I got another Zoom I got to go to. But I want to make sure you know that I'm very, very proud of you. I applaud you. I congratulate you, and I wish you a wonderful student project showcase. In the meantime, be safe, be healthy, be confident. We're going to come through this to a new normal, and we're going to be even better for it. Thank you for inviting me, and good luck.
Thank you, President Virjee, for your words of inspiration and for weaving in your personal connections with our students and your stories that inspire our students and every member of the College of Engineering and Computer Science. So thank you. Well, as President Virjee and I said earlier, today is a day of celebration. We are going to celebrate our students' achievements, and we are going to see all the wonderful projects the students have completed and hear from them the experience that they have had navigating through the challenges, navigating through the world of virtuality to come to today and be ready for this presentation. So I am going to invite Nicole Bailey back so she can go over the logistics and explain how the rest of the morning is going to work. Nicole?
Thank you. Okay, so as President Virjee and Dean Barua mentioned, this particular session is the Corporate Partner Program session. And so these student projects are part of the significant effort in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. The Corporate Partners Program strives to provide our students high-impact learning experiences that directly prepare them for life after graduation. This year, students worked on over 30 directly sponsored projects in a wide range of areas, from designing medical devices to building smart applications powered through the Internet of Things. These accomplishments are astounding. And these projects are not possible without the support of our college's corporate partners. We want to thank them for their commitment to Cal State Fullerton's mission to provide our students with experiences that prepare them to enter the workforce successfully. Your mentorship and your support are deeply appreciated. We will begin the first corporate partners session with the Edwards Lifesciences left ventricular wall heart analog project at 9:30. So we have a little bit of time to go. But for the logistics of this morning, we want to let you know that this particular webinar, again, is just for the corporate partners projects. And there will be 8 student projects in this session. We have 5 concurrent sessions running at the same time. So if you are a student team presenting in sessions 2 through 5, you can leave this webinar and join the Zoom meeting that is unique to your particular session. So in about 15 minutes, we will get started with the first project, the Edwards Lifesciences left ventricular wall heart analog project. And the way this is going to work is if you are the presenter or presenters for this particular project at 9:30, please raise your hand and we will unmute you and we can begin the presentation that way. If you have any questions at all, please submit them via Q&A and we will do our best to answer them quickly. But yeah, we'll get started in just a little bit. We'll see you then.